I love Sundays. Man, I love Sundays.
Get your head out of your ass and start scoring points.
Nick Sirianni, you're an absolute idiot.
There will be hell to pay, and I will be looking for heads.
Just waking up here in paradise. The reality of my roster this week is grim. Bucky Irving, our king, did not return. I've had like 6 trades talked about with Avery over the last couple weeks, and just none have worked out. For Rashad White, Ramondre Stevenson, not available. Obviously, Jaden Daniels, not available. Surprise. When you wake up, Zach, here's a fun surprise. Tetaroa McMillan, probably not going to play anymore. Xavier Worthy on bye. Jahmyr DK on bye. Brandon Aubrey on bye. Jaden Daniels on the IR. I was already starting 3 tight ends. What a hilarious thing fantasy football is. But honestly, it's not that I don't care. I've just accepted it's not my year. Just nobody can stay healthy, dude. Not a single person.
So usually these overseas games in the morning just absolutely suck. But today's a little bit different because Jonathan Taylor is playing. And it's not even 9 in the morning, and Jonathan Taylor has already scored a touchdown. He already has 10 fantasy points in the first quarter. Jonathan Taylor in the morning football games just absolutely hits different. It's a great start to my day. It's probably already ruining Danny's day before it even begins. And I think this is just the beginning of ending Danny's season.
Congrats to the Atlanta Falcons running back that I'm playing against. Oh, no, actually, I'm not playing against Tyler Algier. Corey started the wrong one. He went with Bijan Robinson. But anyway, whoever has Tyler Algier in this league, not Corey. Again, he made the wrong call starting Bijan. Congrats on your touchdown. And Corey, I'm sorry that you're going to get handed this L.
So the Berlin game is going about as expected so far. Tyler Algier snipes Bijan on the goal line, and Michael Badgley has an extra point blocked. Hopefully this is not a sign of things to come today.
And how about Jonathan Taylor?
So me and Avery made a deal this morning. Not ideal that I'm helping the guy who I'm competing with for seeding and potentially even a bye week at some point. He's currently down in his matchup to Thomas, and ideally I'd like him to lose, but I thought this was a worthwhile swing. I didn't agree with Danny when he traded away Travis Hunter because we don't have full confirmation that he is going to be out for the season. He could be back as soon as week 13. I don't need Caleb Williams. I have Lamar Jackson. Even if Lamar were to miss more time, I could pick up somebody and stream him. So I thought it was worth the swing to send Avery Caleb Williams, who plays the Giants this week, and I stashed Travis Hunter. I have really no more bye weeks. I have Ladd, Josh Downs, and Tyrone Tracy with a bye left, and all of them have byes on different weeks. I have multiple startable options on my bench. I figured getting Hunter as like a stash was a pretty good option.
So Jonathan Taylor didn't get in on a 4th and 2 at the goal line, so I put him on the trade block, see what offers are out there, trying to teach him a little bit of a lesson. He only had 26 fantasy points at that point. I said I needed 40 from him today. He just went out there and got an 83-yard touchdown run. So now Taylor has over 40 fantasy points. Danny's season is officially over, and Jonathan Taylor is the best player in fantasy football. Hey Morgo, I'm 8-1 in first place in the Flock League, the one with Mason, and it looks like I'm gonna win and be 9-1. Good chance to get the number 1 seed automatically, get a bye, be the final 4. Your man's is about to be 9-1. How does that make you feel?
I don't know what any of that means.
You don't know what it means? It means
No.
I'm going to get a bye.
What does that mean?
It means like I'll automatically be a top 4 team. It's a pretty big deal.
Wow, good. That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let me show you how my Sunday morning's going. It's been wonderful. We are getting to watch the game, ton of fun, but at the same time, watch Danny Ladd over here spaz about Jonathan Taylor scoring a bunch of points, and then Corey cry that you've had Tyler Algier sniping Bijan Robinson. So it's been great. We're gonna go Jonathan Taylor, keep it going, run it up. And yeah, it's fun watching these guys crash out. Oh, Jonathan Taylor touchdown again. And you want to hear what these goobers are talking about over here? You want to hear this?
Oh my god! What the f are you talking about? Oh my god! He's got 50 fantasy points, Corey. He's got 50 fucking fantasy points. What the f am I supposed to do?
Oh, nothing.
Hey, Corey, what? 25 plus points per game is legendary? Well, guess what? Jonathan Taylor's 2 legendary players.
Okay, can I make you feel better here?
No, you can't actually. Nothing
You
you,
have
say
no
right
Lamb, you have no Dak. You were probably unlikely to win this week anyway.
Respectfully,
Just let him
Corey,
run
nothing you
for
say
okay.
right now will make me feel better. Nothing.
This is what y'all are missing.
Would
Oh
you
my
rather
gosh.
lose?
By 2 points.
I would rather
now,
win.
Or by 50.
I would rather win.
What was hilarious too is right before this, let me rewind. Corey was hoping that his kicker would get some points, saying like, "Oh yeah, they're just gonna kick it." Most teams know to kick it, not just run it with Jonathan Taylor. Look at this.
They're not gonna go for the touchdown. They're gonna just get really close and go for the field goal. Most teams understand that it's a higher it's more likely that you get stripped or something than just kicking a short chip shot.
Most teams don't have Jonathan Taylor, buddy.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I hope the not.
I don't know. If you were an NFL coach, would you be just trying to kind of get it to the hash that the kicker wants it, or would you be trying to score a touchdown here?
God, this is Christmas morning to me. Oh, we see the FSE guys down bad. I get to watch the crash out live. Thank God I ended my stream early to watch this.
Guess who's back again. Rookie of the year's back. Tell a friend.
Who's that? My guy, Stephon. Let's go live check into my boy Jackson Dart here. Your quarterback just isn't doing that. He's just not. Jackson Dart. That's how you make an impression, Travis. Welcome to the squad, buddy. We're so happy to have you. Devon Achane. What a beauty. 55, 65, 70, who knows? It was a lot. My guy, Devon. What do you know about Devon? Love that guy.
So I've watched the Saints all year because I used to have Alvin Kamara, and I thought, man, the Panthers should be fine against the Saints. So I started their kicker. And day one without Brandon Aubrey is not going well. That's a 5-point swing, blocked kick. Not going well.
I sit here waiting for my girlfriend at Target to get done shopping. She just going for a quick look at the Christmas stuff that's out. I've been here for a minute now. Trying to watch a quad box on my phone. The moment I turn it on, I'm saying how bad Tyler Shuck is in my group chat to my friends. Pump fake deep down the right sideline. JC Horn falls. 50-plus yard touchdown to Chris Olave. I mean, the knife is already in Danny's throat. It's already being twisted. Parker Washington red zone touchdown earlier. I'm probably going to win by 50 points. Let's just keep getting as many points as we can. Let's move to 9-1. Let's secure the #1 seed before either Christian McCaffrey or Jonathan Taylor gets a boo-boo and misses some time. Sundays are really fun, guys. For 9 straight weeks, Sundays have been the most fun day of the week. I love Sundays. Man, I love Sundays. I'm just sitting here watching the end of the 1 o'clock games. Already have it all wrapped up. The Saints are actually jogging off the field right now, and I'm looking at my lineup. Alvin Kamara was an afterthought to me, and he gets in my flex spot due to some trades that happened in real life. Had to get in my lineup this week, and he goes for 115 yards, 25 touches. 1 week after putting up, let's look at it, 0.7, less than a point, less than 1 fantasy point. He comes into my lineup. The past 3 weeks combined, he didn't even score as many points as he did this week, 14.5 points. Last 3 weeks combined, he's looking at 12 total fantasy points. All Alvin Kamara needed was a change of scenery. He needed to go from a team in Zach that everybody on that team is injured. The morale is absolutely awful. They're losing games, to a team where we haven't lost a game in 2.5 months. He doesn't have to be the guy like he had to be, all the pressure in the world when he was on Zach's team. Comes to a winning organization, a winning team, a championship caliber team, just has to play a role, and he does that. 115 total yards, 14.5 fantasy points. Welcome to the team, Alvin Kamara.
And so we're entering the window of the 4 p.m. games, and pretty much everybody that Mason had in the 1 p.m. window started off really shit. Josh Allen didn't do anything. Nico didn't do anything. Brees wasn't doing anything. And then collectively, they all just started popping off. So I'm kind of in rough shape right now, and I apologize in advance to Canada that I might have to be singing this anthem.
I actually can't believe this day. This is insane. We now have a Seattle Seahawks defense touchdown. The fan wagon is a wagon. Hop on. Come on, let's go.
Well, team's actually playing pretty well this week. Could have beat probably half of the teams in the league. But dev team, that Gibbs JSN combo has over 30 points in the first quarter. So, GG's. Congratulations to the devs. Dude, the Commanders, my Commanders are so bad. Oh my God, bro. This man, Jahmyr Gibbs, is closing in on a 30 bomb, and it's not even halftime. I mean, we said this was going to happen. This is going to sound insane, but the only reason I have even a chance is if the teams that the Devs are playing are so bad that they just sit their starters. So the Cardinals are up 35-0 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. The Lions are up 21-3 with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. What we need is like early third quarter, the backups to come in, and otherwise this is going to be a long day.
Yeah, we are to the point where I'm just throwing in the towel for Corey. He's lost this bet. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody here, right? We go back and look at what happened last season. Who all did I make bets with last year? Oh, went up against Nathan. Obviously, we got the classic This Is Our Cult song.
Today is the day I have my first big performance. Gonna knock him dead. Here we go.
This is our cult. This is our team. We bleed blue. This is our cult, whether win or lose. Go Colts! Nay!
Went up against Zach, and obviously we got to see him sing Chili's.
So there's only one thing left to do. I want to take you on a little ride to Chili's. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my Chili's, Chili's, baby back ribs.
Went up against Danny. We got to see him sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed?
And I think there was one other bet that I had. I can't exactly remember who lost it. Oh yeah, I bet Nathan a second time and he got to wear the turkey hat.
You know, I thought this was a perfect opportunity for me to reflect on the season since, you know, my season is over and talk about some of the worst decisions that I made. The top four, in fact, that really ultimately ended up costing me the season, even though I had a pretty decent team. And at the end of the day, were worthy of me being slapped by a turkey.
So this is now our 5th straight week that we have won when we have placed a little bit of a wager. We're 5-0 at this point in these weeks. And so far this season, I'm 8-2. Like, I know a lot of people, their favorite clips that they get to see all year long are the clips of me crying in bed. But I'm sorry. I mean, you haven't had many of those this season. And honestly, I don't know if you'll have another one all year.
Well, it looked like I had a legitimate shot, and then 40-yard touchdown. My team is so ass. Not only hurting me in real life, but it's killing me in fantasy football. I just knew. I mean, play the clip, editor. What did I say? I just know Jahmyr Gibbs is going to destroy me this week.
Jahmyr Gibbs had 5 points last week. I have to face Jahmyr Gibbs after his worst ever fantasy performance. And guess what? He faces my Washington Commanders. My favorite team that is just utter dog shit.
Last week, lowest points ever. This week, takes me out back and does what he wants.
Oh, God, that was one of the most frustrating slates of football I have ever watched in my life. You guys probably all experienced this today if you had Kenneth Walker, who got sniped twice on the goal line. You probably experienced this today if you had Bijan Robinson, who got sniped twice on the goal line. You probably experienced this today if you had Marvin Harrison, who had 12 targets and probably should have had 30 points, and he finishes with 1 touchdown and 3 catches. We should be up 50, 60 points heading into Sunday Night Football right now, but unfortunately, we are in a position where we're up 24. Mason is DK Metcalf, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley, and Josh Jacobs. So we're cooked. The only way in which we win this matchup is if Ladd McConkey, who's my only player remaining, fries for like 35 points and his players kind of have down performances. So we are unfortunately going to be seeing you guys next week in the dumbest outfit of all time, singing the anthem of the United States. I fear I have let my country down. And you guys are about to hear the pipes. Get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe as recording this video, I'm going to be going 4-0 in the Flock League in the past 4 weeks. I have taken down Mason. I have taken down Nathan. I have taken down Bush. And now, as I'm recording once again, I'm going to be taking down Nick, the editor, who he still has Quentin Johnson and Chris Boswell, but I also have the Steelers defense and up by 37 points. Look, this is a Cinderella story in the making. Nothing like this we have seen before in the Flock League, and there is no better person than I to write up a beautiful, shout out to the football gods, to write out and script a Cinderella story. Now, I am most likely going to be one game out of the playoffs by tonight, which is absolutely crazy to think of. But the biggest caveat is going into next week, I'm going against Sal Vetri. Now, Sal, beautiful man. Some will say the best looking man in the league. Some will say the best hairline in the league. Some will say he's inhaling that beautiful new car smell. But I can't take that lightly because he is the one person everyone wants to be. I mean, he has the juggernaut team. And if I can take him down, if I can be his second loss of the season, there is something more than special that is happening if I do take down Sal Vetri going into next week. Let's go, baby. 4-0. Talk me up.
Now, when I'm looking around the league this week at what else is happening outside of the Mason matchup, and I'm rooting against Mason, Avery, we already kind of knew coming into the week was going to lose based on all the guys that he had on bye this week. So there's a couple other matchups that are very appealing entering the week, and probably the one I had my eye on the closest was Badake. Badake, who was on a 3-game winning streak entering the week, was 0-6, right? This dude was not even in videos for like 2 to 3 weeks because Mason told him not to talk again until he wins. He then beats Mason, which his poetic justice was amazing. And since then, since beating Mason, he hasn't looked back. Badake is going to win for his 4th straight week. And these are not like just getting by wins, like scoring 100 to 120 points type wins like we've seen out of Mason, like we've seen out of Zach at times this year. These are like legit big boy wins. Badake last week or the week before scored the most points in the league. I'm kind of scared because I have to face Badake next week. I won't have Chris Olave. I won't have Jonathan Taylor. I won't have Alvin Kamara. And as it looks right now, Badake's going to be at full strength and the dude's scoring 140 points a week. I haven't lost in 9 weeks. I have easily the best team in this league. I think I'm on upset alert, or he might even be the favorite next week. Badake, this is the worst time to be facing this guy on a 4-game winning streak when I'm not at full strength. I'm very worried already about next week.
Heading into Sunday Night Football, we're only up by about 16. Jahmyr Gibbs really did a number. We have Avery Nathan tonight. We need a historic rookie tight end performance. I'm saying the best single game ever from a rookie tight end. We need that desperately, like we need air. Otherwise, we're walking into Monday Night Football another week knowing we're going to lose.
So, guess who that is?
It's Avery Nathan. So, another week. I thought I escaped the injury bug, but I just had to wait till Sunday night again. Jaden last week, Avery this week. Just can't catch a damn break, man.
This mother... DK Metcalf, like, I swear to God, if you sell us, if you're not going to get out there and start scoring points on the offensive side of the ball, you better get your ass out there to cover Lad. Like, I have no idea what the hell you're doing. And honestly, if you paid attention at all week, you saw what we did with Rome Odunze. Do you want us to banish you to the Shadow Realm? I'll send you to a toilet bowl team like this. We're about to be 8-2. Get your head out of your ass and start scoring points.
Very quick Flock League update for you guys. GG's to Thomas. Congratulations, my friend. In the championship rematch, you get the better of me. Again, I had no hope this week. I tried to scramble together a team. I traded Travis Hunter away. I ended up starting like Zacchaeus and Malik Washington in my flex spots. It was bad. All my best players were out this week. I was always going to lose this week. And as I predicted last week, we go to 5-5, and that's bad. It's just bad. We'll see what happens the rest of the season. I mean, we're gonna have to go 2-2 probably at least to make the playoffs in this league. It would be crazy if my team did not make the playoffs, but I've had worse luck before, and so it's all gonna have to just play out. My schedule looks harder rest of the season. I mean, Sammy's been good. Nathan's not been as bad recently. I've got Mason again. Badake I have, and Badake's on a winning streak. So who knows? This league never fails to entertain, but if we're going to make the playoffs, we're going to have to step it up. We're going to have to start scoring some freaking points.
So my trades were terrible for the first week at least. My team definitely would have been a lot better had I kept Travion Henderson. But at least it looks like I'll win this week.
All right, so we pretty easily moved to 9-1 this week. We scored 181 points. I think we have like the 2 highest scoring weeks, or 2 out of the 3 highest scoring weeks this season. We beat Danny by 70. Like, all that's great, right? We kind of expected it coming into the week. Danny has a bad team. We have a good team. Our team overperforms. Awesome. All that, whatever. The problem is, as of right now, Mason is projected to win. Now, it looks like it's going to be a Monday night sweat. He has Josh Jacobs. He has Saquon. He has Dallas Goedert. I'll be rooting against all 3 of those players, even as a Packers fan, because Mason right now, at least right now, he's projected to win. So if he wins, he goes to 8-2. And even though my team's amazing, I've scored 200 more points or more than any other team. We're 9-1. We've won 9 weeks in a row. All this stuff, I still have not like clinched or gotten any ground on the #1 overall seed. In terms of a bye week, I did, right? I need to win one more time and I clinch myself a bye. But I want the #1 overall seed. I want to get to choose who I play in that final 4. I could choose Mason, even if he is the 2 seed, if I feel like that's my best matchup. I could choose if some team goes on a Cinderella run, if Badake's team goes on a Cinderella run, right? But I feel like I still have the stronger team. I could choose Badake. There's a lot of power, obviously, in being the #1 seed. So I'll be rooting hard tomorrow night against all 3 of Mason's players because I want to get a 2-game lead on the #1 overall seed with 4 games to play, especially next week when I'm going to be dealing with a lot of buys facing a red hot team in Badake. I don't feel good about actually winning that one. I need Mason to lose this week. I would also like to shout out 2 players on Team Sal this week who have never been in my starting lineup. They've basically never even been on my team. Alvin Kamara, who we traded for before this week, and Parker Washington, who 1 week ago we picked up off the waiver wire for $3 after Brian Thomas banged up his ankle. Both of those guys entered my starting lineup today. They combined for 35 fantasy points, even though we're top heavy. Christian McCaffrey, Jonathan Taylor, Trey McBride, the top 3 picks have absolutely been dynamite picks for us from our draft. Even though we're top heavy for sure this year, everybody else that enters this lineup is contributing right now. Even with a goose egg from DJ Moore, right? He gets hurt. It's okay. If you're going to be hurt, that's fine. We'll still drop 181 points with a goose egg. So this team, although we have studs up top, it's starting to become a lot more balanced out through those flex spots, and that's exactly what we need as we start to make that playoff push.
All right, Fan Wagon, with our biggest performance of the year, we have officially taken down Nathan. With that, we move to 6-4. If Mason holds on and beats Bush tonight, we will have sole possession of 3rd place in the Flock League. Pretty damn cool. If Bush wins, we will be 1 win out of a bye. Either way tonight, we are feeling great, no matter what happens. This brings us to 4-3 against the creators. And the last record I would like everybody to be aware of. Since we made the Nico Collins for T. Higgins and Stephon Diggs trade, it's not the Nico Collins trade, it's the T. Higgins trade, because we know who got the best player in that deal. And since that deal, the Fan Wagon is 3-0. Zach, Nathan, everybody else who was talking shit, what are you saying now? What are you saying now? Because we can't hear you from up here in 3rd place when you're swirling around in the toilet bowl.
Alrighty, so it's Monday. It is snowing in Canada because, you know, this is where we're at this time of the calendar year. I'm not thinking about tonight's game at all. I already know that I'm going to lose because, you know, this is Mason. Let's be honest here. Everything goes right for him in this league. Avery needed, like 5 points from Amari and Hampton the one time, and Mason still ended up winning. There's no shot I end up winning this tonight. 37.5 from Josh Jacobs, Saquon, Barkley, and Goddard. I'm as good as gone. So what's going through my head today is, am I going to show off my range on Rocket's Red Glare? Because, you know, I know good singers, if you can actually sing, and I can't, they usually go for the, like, bravado kind of play there. So these are the thoughts that are rolling through my mind. Yeah, the over-under of the national anthem, if anybody's wanting to bet it, is probably going to be about 107 seconds and a half, because there's 0 chance that I end up winning this tonight. There's no way that Mason doesn't get lucky and pull this one through.
I know my guys don't need any extra motivation for tonight. They are ready to go. And you know why? They've been with me since the beginning. While yes, maybe I've made 1 too many trades. Maybe I've made 20 trades this season, and guys come in and out of my locker room more than they do Bush's bedroom every night. But if we go ahead and look at the draft, there are two names that stand out that have been with me through all this season. We can go ahead and pull this up and look at just this absolute masterclass that I had this year. Drake London, traded him before the season started. T. Higgins, traded him. Jaden Daniels, traded him before the season started. Zay Flowers, traded him. Jerry Jeudy, cut him. TJ Hawkinson, cut him. Jalen Warren, traded him. Cam Scadaboo, traded him. Braylon Allen, traded him. Nick Chubb, cut him. Kareem Hunt, cut him. There are only 3 players that have been able to make it on the team of destiny from the draft to week 10. And who are those 3 guys? Saquon Barkley, DK Metcalf, and Dallas Goedert. And what do I need tonight to happen? I need 2 of our guys that have been with us since the beginning, Saquon Barkley and Dallas Goedert, to have themselves an absolute day. Right now, against Mr. Bush, we are currently down 91 points to 128. So I'm no mathematician, but we are currently trailing by about 37 with Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Dallas Goedert left. And honestly, I'm going to do it right now because I have so much faith it's not even close. I have not bought a current player's NFL jersey in God knows how long. The last jersey that I bought was a Sammy Watkins Buffalo Bills jersey. But Saquon Barkley, if you pull this off for us tonight, which I know you will, I have 100% confidence, and I will go ahead and we will get a Saquon Barkley jersey. And let's take it one step further, right? Because we're the team of destiny. We are winning $10,000 this season. So we have a ridiculous amount of money to play around with. We have $10,000. What that's telling me is maybe we don't just stop with a regular Saquon Barkley jersey. I'm thinking we bump this up. I'm thinking we go with a signed Saquon Barkley jersey. Make it a little shrine in here. You know what? Let's go regular Saquon Barkley jersey after he gets us this win against Bush. And then we'll follow it up with a signed Saquon Barkley jersey after he wins us the championship.
Look, Team Zach is probably at its lowest point it's ever been. The Gadsden injury is sad, but more importantly, heading into Monday Night Football, the Devs need just 20 points. They have A.J. Brown, they have Jalen Hurts, they have Dobbs. So I am pretty much 100% confident I'm losing. That's not even what I'm down bad about. But the Bucky Irving stuff, there's only so much torture a man's soul can go through. And to know when that injury occurred, we thought it was going to be 2, maybe 3 weeks. He didn't go on IR. And here we are, week 11, and he's ruled out before week 10 even finishes. I mean, I just don't know how much more I can take of this. Fantasy football was designed to see how much torture a man can go through. It's a social experiment.
Oh, we are currently 1 quarter into this game and nobody has done a goddamn thing, so we better get ramping up soon.
This is so dumb. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. It's halftime and it's 0-0. This is the first scoreless first half of a Monday Night Football game since 2009. I'm up just over 13 points right now. It's so stupid that the fantasy gods are playing with me. Again, this is a social experiment. I know I'm going to lose this game. Just why can't you make it earlier? Why do you have to go to half and say some nonsense like this hasn't happened since 2009? We both know that after the half, Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown are going to score a touchdown. Romeo Dobbs is going to score a touchdown. Just put me out of my misery, damn it.
I go to make some eggs for dinner and come back, and Will Shipley's on the field. Saquon Barkley's nowhere to be seen. I am scrolling on Twitter like a madman to see if Barkley got injured, but am I going to have to make a call? I know Doug Peterson apparently is no longer the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Maybe I mixed it up. Maybe Doug Peterson is the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, and this guy is my arch nemesis, taking my running backs off the field.
So you might be wondering where my live reaction clips are. I'm not saying a damn thing until this game's over. See it when it hits triple zeros.
Well, the game might need to be a shootout is currently 3 points scored going into the fourth quarter, and I still need 12 points against Mr. Corey Bushland. And yeah, the Packers just went out there, and who did I not see? I didn't see Josh Jacobs out there on the field. Like, I thought I could be the good guy. I thought I could come out and tell my locker room, you know what? Y'all have done a great job. We're 7-2. We're about to be 8-2. Maybe I can start thinking about bonuses. Maybe I can start thinking about maybe some times off, some practices off. And then y'all try to pull this. Try to do this on the team of destiny. This may fly on Danny Ladd's team. This may fly on Zachary Savage's team. This may fly on Nick, the editor's team. But we set a different standard. We're not in the toilet bowl. We're fighting for first place in this league. And if you want to contribute, if you want to be in on that fight, your ass better be on the field scoring points. And if this game doesn't end with at least 3 touchdowns and 2 of them going to either any combination of Josh Jacobs, Saquon Barkley, or Dallas Goedert, ask Rome Odunze what happened to him last week. There will be hell to pay, and I will be looking for heads.
Well, all it took was 2 plays on one single drive. Jalen Hurts passes it to Saquon, missed tackle. Then Jalen Hurts, 30-plus yard touchdown to Devonta Smith. Our lead is now 4. I just knew this was going to happen. Just knew it.
Well, my illegal stream went down. I'm having to consult with Danny Ladd about where my next illegal stream should be. Thank you, YouTube TV and ESPN. And I'm freaking missing it, but right now, we are 2 points away from beating Bush, and it looks like there's about 5.5 minutes left in this game. Danny Ladd, come through, give me another illegal stream so I can see our team squish that little bug that is Bush. I don't even know what happened. My stream's still down, but it just updated for me. Mr. Corey Bushland, just to think that you came this close. You came this close to greatness. And we snatched it right out of your hands. We snatched it right out of your teeth. We snatched it right out of your soul. I'm going to sleep so well tonight, knowing that we move to 8-2. We are still on the hunt to take down Mr. Sal Vetri, and we now are 5-0 when it comes to our bets.
And with that Jacobs touchdown, I am officially cooked. And our expectations were low. It was an uphill battle. It's one of those weeks. If Marvin catches one of his 4 touchdowns that he should have had, if Kincaid doesn't get hurt, if Jacobs doesn't score there, if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. But unfortunately, sometimes life allows Mason Dodd to squeak out wins on Monday Night Football.
We got the illegal stream back up, and to celebrate, you know what we are about to get. Ooh, eligible for 2-day business delivery. Shipping to, that's not my address, swearsies. We'll go ahead and we will order this. I don't know the last time, but like I said, last time I ordered one of these bad boys was Sammy Watkins with the Buffalo Bills. I don't know if I'm a large, I don't know if I'm a medium. Hell, at this point, I don't know if I'm a triple XL, but they're out of stock triple XL, maybe double XL? Wait, what? XL? Large? All right, we can do a large or a medium. I guess we'll make it work. But thank you, Mr. Saquon Barkley, for being my team captain. Thank you, Mr. Saquon Barkley, for sticking with me from the very beginning. And buddy, we're going to make sweet, sweet, sweet love, magic, later this season.
There's a flag on the play, and this is either going to kill me or illegal formation. Oh my God. You are kidding me. You're joking, man. Did we just win the game? Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know what this feels like. What does it feel like to win a Monday Night Football sweat? I had no chance. Do I start feeling hope? Hold on. Green Bay has 2 timeouts. Surely you run the clock. Did I just win? There's no way this is actually happening.
No way. Dude, I am fuming right now. What the hell is Nick Sirianni doing? 4th and 6? Either kick the field goal to go up 6 or punt the ball, man. You've just given the Packers field position to kick a field goal. What are you doing, man? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Nick Sirianni, you're an absolute idiot. Now, they're going to kick a field goal here. 5 seconds left. Brandon McManus coming up to kick the field goal, has a good leg. It's 65 yards. Kickers can kick any field goal nowadays because of the way that they changed the balls out from last year. This is the first time they've done it. This is like, what the fuck, man? Hello? Play clock. They just didn't Why did Philadelphia call timeout?
That's what Nick Sirianni's saying. Like, why did they get a chance to snap it?
I'm in a simulation. Oh my God, 5 seconds now. They've taken the kicker off the field. And now Jordan Love is on the field. Please just try a Hail Mary, man. Please. Please try the Hail Mary, Jordan Love. Shit. 64-yard field goal for Brandon McManus. And it's up. It's blocked! Is it blocked? I don't know. Oh my God. This is my Super Bowl. We beat the Devs. We finally got a win in fantasy football. It's been so long. I am definitely celebrating tonight. I'm going to eat whatever I want. We don't have Chili's here. I'll go wherever the hell I want to. All right, and I'm putting the tab on Fantasyland.
All right, decided to do this recap in bed shirtless because I know y'all missed the shirtless crying videos and you aren't going to get any more of those this year because Team of Destiny is up. To recap us off, we got Mason taking down Bush. We moved to 8-2. We are the second team in this league now. And we extend a pretty big lead over everybody else because the only other winning team competing for a top bye is actually now the Fan Wagon, who wins this week, moves over to 6-4. And the last winning team, obviously the number one team in this league, the one that's going to keep me up tonight thinking about how I take him down, Sal, he wins easily. Sal is the number one team in the league, but that's the top three. Those are the winning teams. Sal, Mason, and then a tier down, and you have the Fan. Then you have a group of 5-5 teams. You have Avery and Thomas, both at 5-5 now because, well, I guess Thomas is putting a beat down on Avery with the trade that we made this week. Thomas has been wheeling and dealing. In reality, Avery didn't have a shot. And we move over to Danny Ladd. Danny Ladd is now falling to the very bottom of the league standings. He has the fewest amount of points scored across everybody in the league, and he has the worst record across any creator because Mr. Zachary Savage and Daniel Cuckoo Badake, they both pull off the wins. They both move to 4-6, and they round out a bunch of teams that are currently 4-6. The Dev team, Zach, Badake, Danny, and Nathan. But we only got 4 games left until the playoffs. It's almost a lock that Sal and I are going to have buys. We're going to be battling it out for that top spot. And then everybody else is going to be battling it out to make sure that they even have a seat at the table. I hope you stick with us for the rest of the year. I want to remind y'all that we are this close to 50,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do so now. Much love, good night, and I'll see you in the morning.
Couple things that I want to say before I wrap up this week. One, shout out to the Devs. Their team is genuinely incredible. And if they make the playoffs, I think they have a genuine chance to win it all. 2, don't take the good times for granted. All right, last year we were like 8-1 at this point, 9-1 at this point. I mean, in my opinion, I think we built the best team that this league's ever seen. 3, Nick Sirianni deserves to be fired for whatever type of Madden bullshit that was right there. You guys ever played Madden online? And it's like a 5-year-old kid, his brother's PlayStation. It's 4th and 6 and he decides to go for it. That was some Madden type head coaching from Nick Sirianni. You deserved to be fired. You're a bum. And then I want to give a shout out to my new favorite player in fantasy football, Brandon McManus. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for what you've done for me.